Okay, mic check, microphone check. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. That's working. All right, welcome everyone. Hey, look, it's Sunday night. Wow. Oh, is it already? Already Sunday night. Well, welcome. And here we are to why no one believes the Delphi murders verdict. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that. So we'll be getting into that tonight. And it is a Sunday. It's a very cold Sunday here. It's a snowy, cold Sunday. And that's what it is. So I'm going to say hello to you guys and get this ball rolling. All right. So what do we have here? We got Smoking Joe. Welcome, Smoking Joe. All right. And Adrian. Welcome, Adrian. Carly P. All right. Carly P. Don Steele. Sweet Dude Shibby. Don McKenzie. Abigail Rose. Dennis McKean. Welcome, Dennis. Sweet Dude Shibby. Did I say that yet? Catherine. Nancy. And CSI Crowdsourced Illuminations. Tracy Fleetwood. Marnie Johnston. And Electric Werecat Truther Network, EWTN, Don McKenzie, Faith Ross, Mino Dino, and Digital. What's up, Digital? Heather Brown. All right, did I say Tracy Fleetwood yet? Fur Baby Daddy, welcome. Coach Cruz, welcome. Okay. Icy Cat, Rebecca Ann, 1965, and Connie Lewis. Welcome to you. Welcome to you. Noe Amos. Right. Right, everyone. Yeah, please hit that like, and there's a Cash App available for your support. Um, Amy, welcome. Welcome, Amy. All right, Marnie Johnston, thank you for the super sticker, 399 super sticker. Thank you, Marnie. Welcome in. Mary McBride. Tracy Ayers, welcome. Okay, Brenda, welcome. Keena Lancaster. Debbie Packer from Utah. What's up? What's up, Utah? Next door neighbor. Connie Lewis, Carly P. I've already said hello, hello. Kathy S. Welcome. Catherine, welcome. All right, Abigail Rose. Kate Eleanor, welcome. Renee O, welcome. All right, we got everyone in here. Everyone's coming in now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone. Tracy Williams Literature. Welcome back from Wales. Good to see you. Okay, Turtle Talk, welcome. Now you see my throat's already giving out on me. I've just been 5 minutes. Mandy, welcome. All right, Ellen West, welcome. Oh, my first UK live. Royal We, welcome. Okay. What's up, Royal We and Shotgun Susie? Debbie Packer says it's cold. Sweetie Pie from Florida, welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome, Sweetie Pie. Tracy Williams. Nancy Drew 101, welcome. Okay. Hello, all people in the other chat. Welcome, welcome. All right. Wow, that was quick. Caught up with everyone already. All right, good job. Good job, Prof. All right. Adrian, hello, says Royal We. Okay. What's up, woman doing? All right, so boom. That's our little crowd, a little intimate crowd tonight. Where's everyone at? What the heck? People better get in here. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for supporting the channel. Carol, welcome. All right. All right. Oh, we got Grandma Shark from Ohio. Welcome. Welcome. All right. Foxy Lady, welcome. Okay. All right. So I think they got everyone in here. Okay. We got everyone in here. Listen, if you're in the Lurker crew, please feel comfortable to come and join the chat. Okay. Tonight we will be blowing up the chat. Okay. We need the chat. We need the chat tonight because we have a lot to discuss. Digital says my blood pressure is up just thinking about the Goldshit case. A cell phone snap, but unverified video entered as evidence to prove a black vehicle belongs to an individual with no car expert. I mean, don't worry. We're getting into all of this. Digital, calm down. Get your blood pressure down. Um, yeah, I mean, what about? Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let's ease into it. Thank you, Kate Eleanor. Thank you. Ashes to Ashes 2.0, welcome. Okay. All right. Gene Jackson, welcome. Okay, you guys are still coming in. All right. Yeah. So join the chat is what I was getting at. Join the chat. Okay. Please join the chat. It's nice in the chat. Okay. Dennis McKean, what's up? All right. Let's see what I got to do. I have to fit somebody already. Oh, if you like pushing my buttons, hit the like. Welcome. Thank you, Dennis McKean, for the $10 super chat. $10 super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis McKean, Donnie Pitbull Kuntz, thank you for coming in again. Welcome. Welcome. Look, and Amy's posting the support pathways. Please support the channel. You do good. You do good. Okay. Let's see. We got. Oh, snap. Okay. Lurkers, join us. Yes. Renee O. Robert Page. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. You are infuriated about the case. Well, you're about to be more infuriated. So, uh-oh. It's 2 a.m. in England. Wow. Rather late, but hey, you can always catch the replay tomorrow. And for anyone who happens to be on the replay watching this, leave a comment down below. That's how you can join in, even though you might have missed the live chat. You got the comment section. Okay, what's up, Brittany? I lost my significant other on the 3rd of this month. Last 10 years of my life, pray for me. It's not getting any easier. Oh, we love you, Brittany. Sorry about that, Brittany. Everyone give Brittany some love. Where is she? Which channel is she on? Okay. Brittany's in here somewhere. Okay. Okay, let me see. I got to do a little housekeeping here. Sorry. This is how we do this. Boom. Permanently blocked, you little biatch. Okay. All right. So Abigail says everyone is so friendly. Malibu, welcome, welcome. I saw you on Twitter. Welcome in, Malibu. Welcome. All right. Bobby Smith, welcome in. Okay. Hello, everyone. Take it easy, everyone. Truth will come out. Perps think they got away. Oh, they're effed. They're effed right now. What's up, Housebroken? Okay. All right. Heather Brown says, what's up, Malibu? Ashes says, what's up, beautiful Adrian? Dennis says, just keep talking. What's up, Dream Suburb? Dream Suburb, what's up? There you go. Let's get that on the screen. All right, Fabby Lash, what up? What up? Welcome in. Okay, you guys got in here. Thank you. All right, Robert Page. All right. All right, everybody. Yeah, sorry, Brittany, and love for you. That's what I was saying. Everyone give Brittany some love. Hey, Kimmy, what's up, Kimmy? All right, what's up, Chris? Okay, what's up, what's up, what's up? Faith Ross, what's up? Okay, True Grit Crime, what's up, what's up? All right, so, Kay, what's up? All right, also, Kamira M, what's up to you? Connie Lewis says, I love you, Brittany. I lost my son on February 14, 2024. It's hard, but just know you're not alone. What's done in the dark will come to light. Well, except some will not, but we'll leave that for another show. That's a whole other subject. Okay. All right. What's up, you? All right. What's up? You say, I've been listening to Joe since you mentioned him in one of your lives, and he is so passionate like you, Prof. It breaks my heart for the victims. Yes. Joe is amazing. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have Joe on soon. What's up? Abigail says, sorry, Connie, I lost my son years ago. God bless you. Looking sharp as always. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here, Brittany. I want the hoodie on. It's freezing cold. All right. What's up, Snake? Hello, hello. 5 Green Acres. What's up? Okay, let me catch that. No notification. I don't know how that works. Why does everyone always say that? Grateful. What's up? Sorry for your loss, Brittany. Okay. All right. So we love you. We love you all. Look, Missouri Mima of 9. Welcome. We love you. But yeah, no peace till the truth is out. No matter what you do, you can keep posting shit about my family. You can keep posting shit about me. You can keep posting shit about my friends. I don't care what you do. We won't stop talking. Okay. Moonbeam 70 child. Okay. All right, you guys. All right. I keep messing with you guys. Okay. Yeah. So much energy you spend in making fucking troll accounts because we tell the truth. So you just come in here and proving that we're telling the truth. So keep doing it. Keep doing it. Every time you fuck around and do stupid shit, you just prove that what we're saying is right. So, all right. All right, you guys. Foxy Lady, what's up? Hey, Deborah, what's up? Deborah, welcome. Joanne Laverne, good evening, Prof, and everyone here in the chat. Welcome, Joanne. All right, you guys. Kelly Mack, what's up? What's up, Kelly Mack? All right. Why do people think? Because they don't like what I'm saying, but it's only going to get worse. And every time I say, the more you do the stupid shit, the more likely I am to post shit about you. So why don't you stop doing the stupid stuff and let me leave you alone? Because guess what? Tip of the iceberg, I got things that will upset you. So do you want to be upset? All right. I'm an angel mom. All right. What's up, Swade Smith? All right. Okay. I hope Richard knows that there are a lot of people out here that haven't given up on him. Well, I'm hoping to speak with him. I have a feeling I'll be speaking with him soon. So you guys are gonna be in for a treat. I have a feeling I'm working on some communication. It's so sad. Sorry for everyone who's lost children, siblings, mothers, fathers. Yes, my poor little baby brother. What's up, Faith Ross? Thanks for the $20 super sticker. Okay. Indy Cindy, what's up, Cindy? You made it. What's up, Cindy? Yeah, thank you, Faith Ross, for the super sticker. All right. Thanks for being you. All right. What's up, Eliana Davidson? Okay. All right, right. Awesome. Hey, Snake, Prof, does the music help you through any mental health issues or just help you clear your mind, son? Well, I don't know what you're saying there, but we'll do a show about music. How about that? Don't send any snow here in Ontario just yet. Well, we're getting it over here on this side. What's up, Harley Ryder? Good evening. Hope everyone has had a nice weekend. I was resuscitated twice. There is life after death. Oh, listen. I've been there too, just once. Went right to Jesus. Yes, I did. Right to the foot of Jesus. Good evening, Prof. And to the victims' families. The truth will set you free, biatch. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Big JD? All right. Interspace, what's up? All right. Why you may soon speak to Richard, Prof. May all be in God's glory. Yes, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Kathy's going, I believe Kathy's going to let us talk to Richard. After what I was watching tonight, I feel Mike Patty was bridge guy and he offered Libby as a sacrifice. Puerto Rican Gloria, what's up, Puerto Rican Gloria? Welcome in. Welcome in. Question, are you in Puerto Rico? Are you only Puerto Rican and not in Puerto Rico? Curious. Where are you watching from? Oh my God, Rick Allen would talk on the phone to us. This channel would explode and more would join our cause. Well, think of this. Think of it, okay? Think of it right now. In this entire debacle, whose voice have you not heard? Who's been silenced throughout all of this? Think about it. Prof, are those purple Crocs just for the piano? Yes. Those are my house slippers. My house slippers. You got it? My house slippers. The Crocs. Crocs, socks in Crocs for the house slippers. That's the way I do it. Socks in the Crocs. All right. What's up, Pumpkin? Ninja Warrior Assassin. That's a mouthful. What's up? Okay. Mary Martin. Okay. Angela Luster. Welcome. Bonkers Babe. Welcome. Okay. So you guys are all getting in here. We can start. Okay. Grateful 7. Okay. Say what? All right. All right. Yes. Richard Ellen. No, I wasn't speaking of Derek. Derek's been quiet as a motherfucker because reasons. But Rick has been silenced. Rick is the one you haven't heard from. So we want to hear Rick's voice. We want to hear what he has to say about all this because wouldn't it matter? All right. All right. Chris Bradley, welcome. Nature loving lady, good evening from New York. Okay, welcome. It's going to take me 30 minutes to say hello to everyone. Okay. I think Derek knows why his daughter was killed. Oh, you mean, do you think he knows that she was killed because of him and that's why he's been quiet? Okay. Yes, it was jury intimidation. Okay. Free Ricky Bay. All right. Okay. I'd love to hear from Richard Allen and hope you get the chance. It would be amazing to have hear from him. Yes, it would. All right. So, okay. All right. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Punishment by proxy. Yeah, that's what the troll farm is getting. So you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out, and you don't know what I'm holding on to. Okay. Derek is a disgrace, and the tentacles as to why Abby and Libby are gone. All right. All right. So y'all. Okay. So tonight we're here to discuss and let me put it this way. We're here to briefly discuss the reasons no one believes the verdict in Delphi. Okay. What are the reasons, or what are some of the reasons? What are the reasons no one believes the Delphi verdict? So we'll be getting into that. With the caveat that tonight it's just going to be the tip of the iceberg. Uh, Everything that we'll be addressing, I have done extensive lives, hours and hours and hours. So what we might talk about for 10 minutes, just be aware if there's a certain point you're interested in, uh, you'll be able to go back and watch hours and hours and hours of in-depth discussion. Okay. So we'll just be sort of glancing the surface of all of the reasons that no one believes the Delphi verdict because it's unbelievable. Okay. And so we'll be getting into that. So let's get started. I've never seen snow, but a big dream of mine watching from very hot Australia. Welcome from Australia, but it's it's overrated. Okay, it's overrated. It's good when it first falls, and then probably once a year would be good enough for me. But right. All right. Welcome, Ben Aaron. All right. Welcome, Keena Lancaster. No, I already said hello to you. Okay, I see. Several reasons. Yeah, we'll be getting into to them. Okay. Way too much reasonable doubt. Way too much. Okay. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe, and also support the channel. Okay. What kills me, so many people in that small town, the cesspool that is Delphi, know what's going on and always have known what happened, and also know that he was railroaded, and nobody speaks up. Okay, but let me tell you something. Let me start off with that. You know, people email me from Delphi. For some reason, email is their preferred communication. Usually, they want to remain somewhat anonymous, but people who know these people email me and they tell me things that you wouldn't believe. And that's what gives me the confidence to keep pushing forward because all the illusions that have been perpetuated online about who these people are, they're really fantasies. They're masks because who they really are is what you expect and worse. Assholes, dirty, scumbag, nasty, criminal, okay, ugly people. And I got their neighbors telling me. So we'll be getting into that. Okay. Criminal underworld, connections and cults. This is only a tentacle. All right. All right. I'm just checking the chat before I go on. What's up, Teresa? Teresa Gosno. I think Rick Allen is afraid to speak. He's been manipulated and terrorized. You will have to earn his trust. Don't worry, we got time for that. This is not a rush project. This is a genuine desire to hear what he has to say. You know, that's the whole bottom or the basis of this. So don't worry. Dory, welcome. Praying continually for Richard Allen and his family. Me too. And for the truth about the main thing I pray for is the truth about the Delphi murders to come to the surface. Okay. All right. Isn't the jury done? How are they still hushed? What's up, Brittany? Brittany. All right, Brittany. Prof, many know a man is being condemned and it's a travesty of justice. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Oh, we got another dickhead in the chat. Hold on. Okay. All right, now let's see. I'm losing ground here. Let's see. It's Bobby. Miss Laura, welcome in. Okay. Excited for the summary. How about the bullet? Unfired bullet. He ran it dry. I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. Cannot elaborate. But this is cow pie. It is cow pie. But yeah, Ben, you know about the bullet. We'll get that's part of our show tonight. So we got to hurry and get into it. Dave Thomas, what's up, Dave? Walla, Nick, Jody, Fig, great. Boom. Well, man, you're coming in. You're coming in hot. You're coming in hot, man. Coming in hot, Dave. Walla, Nick, Jody, Gary, and Gary. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Um, we need closure. So many unanswered questions. Okay. 99% of police corruption is from money from the illicit drug market. Okay. Truth about death, murders, and flora. Yeah. What's up? It's a new day. All right, it's a new day. Where's she? Let's see what's going on with It's a New Day. Okay, let's see. Hold on. It's a New Day needs a wrench. Yeah, she's good. All right. I think the jury was paid off. Would surprise me if any of them come forward because there's no way they all agreed to 100% of his guilt when there wasn't nothing to charge him to begin with. And you wonder why people don't believe the verdict? Okay. All right. Make no mistake about it. Solitary confinement is one of the worst forms of torture. History warns us of forced, tortured confessions, which is another aspect of this, okay? Um, all right. All right. So we know there's a group of men like the mafioso in Delphi. I believe Mike, Patty, and Abby's mother know this. Of course they do. Of course they do. When do you get those thousands of bikers to immediately show up and have fun days after the brutal murders of two little girls in the woods? Okay. All right. Jenny, what's up, Jenny 33? Okay. Untamable, what's up? Untamable. Okay. So you guys came in. So thanks for coming in. Everyone else lurking, just come on in. We'll be getting started now. I know it takes all day. It takes all day for us to get started. I like saying hello to my people though, so fuck it. People say, how do you know when you speak the truth? They think we're just playing crazy. No, we have a mindset of our own. Yeah, no, that's the gaslight. You guys are crazy. Gray Pubes has been coming into the show lately. Obviously, he has some of his flying monkeys. They watch, they lurk and watch, and they report back anytime I mention his name. So I'm sure he'll get this clip here. So Gray has been coming into the channel and saying, "You guys are insane. You're wackos." You know. Um, Hello, Prof. What's up, Trixie? I am still so livid over the verdict. I bet my wife, Richard, is 100% innocent. I don't know if he's 100% innocent, but I know this. He ain't 100% guilty. So, I mean, zero reasonable doubt. I mean, there's a lot of reasonable doubt. There's zero chance that you had a unanimous uh, guilty verdict out of 12 jurors without it being tampered or some kind of fuckery going on that we haven't heard about yet, which is why we need to hear from the jurors. According to some other YouTubers, oh, you mean Troll Farm? He wasn't in solitary confinement. He had a single room accommodation. Yes, he was very well taken care of. All right. All right. Oh, and I had a history with a lot of the guys. Trust me. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. I think I've done good here. Yes, it's the Dirty Deleter. His nickname I've decided to give him is Dirty Deleter. He's the Dirty Deleter of Delphi. Okay, he'll delete anything as long as it keeps him out of the hot seat. Okay, that's the Gray Pubes. Gray Pubes. Dirty Deleter. Dirty deleting Gray Pubes. Okay. Nah, we've just seen between all the BS. Definitely not crazy, but damn, there's something crazy going on in Delphi. Woo, yes. All right. Okay. What's up, Tammy, for the $4.99 super sticker? Thank you, Tammy. What's up, Tammy? How's it going? How's it going to you? All right. Yeah, everyone's going to have a hard time with this. Like I said, nobody believes this verdict. Don't be fooled, okay? The only ones who believe it are the bloodlusters of Delphi, okay? Gray Pubes, all the Troll Farm creators, all the Troll Farm, and all the bloodlusters in the family, because it makes this go away in their tiny imaginations. Okay, Tammy Walton, I've been lurking for a while. Love the show. Thank you, Tammy. We appreciate that, and I just love that you've come into the chat. Okay. Yep. So Just a moment. All right. All right. Delphi is cuckoo. Yep. We love lurkers. I'm so glad though when you come in. Okay. Hello, I'm new to the channel. I've seen your theory a couple days ago and I believe it. Well, thank you, boss lady. Welcome. Was Mike Hell's Angels? All right. All my homies hate this verdict. Yeah, everyone I know hates this verdict. Profit was set up before they picked the jurors. Well, it makes you think. Did they pick a jury pool that was compromised? When they decided to send out these summons, did they have each of those identified ahead of time in order to make sure they got a jury who would go with it? Starting to seem like that jury was compromised. Can't wait to hear from them. Okay. I heard the rumor that Mike was a Mason, that he was a president of the lodge. Okay. I know someone who saw a piece of paper that demonstrated that. Maybe she'll come into the chat and tell us about it. She might be lurking now. She watches all the time. But she called me and said, Prof, I saw Mike was the president of the local lodge several years ago on a flyer or something, a program. But I don't have a copy of it, so it doesn't go away if the wrong man is in jail. Nope. All right. The theory about the girl's hair wrapped around the finger, it could be because there was a struggle fight, or she could have gotten a fight with her and ripped her hair, struggling to get away. Yes. Or she could have been moving the bodies. And in trying to move the bodies, maybe the hair got caught up in the fingers. It's my opinion. Those bikers don't come for nothing. Someone is a part of the family. Yes. I mean, isn't that clear? Isn't that clear? All right. It should be clear to everyone. Thousands of bikers don't immediately show up when your daughter's killed, unless. All right. And maybe one day one of them will be a fucking man and come and tell us. Okay. Because everyone wants to be a little scared, little frightened child, a little piece of crap. Maybe one of them will be a fucking grown man one day and come and tell the truth about the murder of two little girls. Okay. Insights with Nora. What's up? Okay. Ever since I heard about the death of them two little girls and they showed Rick Allen's photo, I said from the get go that man is innocent. He's being framed. There were originally 650 summons sent out, and they only made 300 come in. I think there's something afoot here. They put him in solitary for 13 months. Okay. Reasonable doubt because Bridge Guy is photoshopped and the voice was probably also edited. No, it definitely was. Okay. Yes, it's all a game. It's all pretend. That's what we're going to be getting into. Okay. All right. Girls were never on that bridge. No one saw them. Kelsey and Anthony shots may have helped move the bodies. All right. All right. Dan Jones, what's up? Welcome in, Dan Jones. Hey, welcome to the chat. Can you imagine having major depression on Prozac and being locked in the hole for 13 months? Dude, I'm telling you, most of you out there, 13 days, you would lose your mind. 13 days. Most of you out there, most normal folks, most normal people, 13 days, you start to lose your mind. All right. So, all right. All right. So, here we go. All right, I believe Gallhan chose the jurors for the pool to pick from. Well, that's kind of what I'm hinting at. I'm hinting at that direction. Something went awry, I believe, in the selection process here. All right, 90%, 95% of false confessions person knows some specifics of the crime because Ellie fed it to them, or the Odinist guards, or the other inmates who were babysitting, or Dr. Manakawala. What's up, Jenny Finn? All right. He was mentally tortured. They were whispering shit in his ear. And yeah, look, it wasn't even subtle. Remember the Robert Baston letters where he said that the guards and the inmates were threatening to kill him all the time? Okay, threatening to kill him. And Richard Allen said himself it was the guards with the Odin patches who were threatening to kill him and his family. Okay. Most people couldn't live without their phones for 2 weeks. Court of Public Opinion, subscribe. All right. Deborah, what's up, Deborah? They probably gave incorrect medication, incorrect doses. That would definitely make him crazy. Okay. What's up, Michelle? Only took 6 days in Stanford prison experiment. See what I mean? See what I mean? 6 days. All right, so let me do this real quick. I got to work on this. While I'm doing this, let's see. I'm going to get this ready. Okay. All right. All right. That's it. Got to do this. Okay, so let's get busy. Okay, let's get busy. So here we go. All right, how's that looking? Is that working out for everyone? Okay, let's see. Timeline. Okay, so here's some of the things we're gonna we're going to get to. Um, Timeline problems. Okay. Why no one believes the Delphi verdict. Okay. First thing, timeline. Well, what are some of the timeline problems? All right. Because we got timeline problems here. And this is something that's really odd because the good old prosecutor, detectives, they just they're willing to put their head in the sand. Excuse me. They're willing to put the head in the sand and say, "Oh, we don't see any timeline problems. We have this particular timeline, and it's been perfected by Kelsey, Becky, and Gray Pubes over the years. They've checked their cell records. They've come up with this particular story and made sure that their cell records kind of backed it up, and developed a timeline. So it's bad, though. It's really bad because there's some problems that are so big that you can't get away from. Okay. For instance, every time you want to start a timeline, you need a starting place. Okay? You always need a starting place on a timeline. Well, what's part of the problem with this timeline is no starting place. Okay. So let's talk about let's talk about really quickly what's the difference between a real starting place and a fairy tale starting place. Okay? Well, the real starting place would be when is last proof of life? Okay, that's how we start. That's a bookend. Last proof of life. And that's something we've struggled with. We've struggled. And the sad thing is, it's still a struggle. It's still a struggle. People ask me all the time, "What's my opinion on the last proof of life?" And I don't know what to tell them. I really don't know where we can anchor that down. And it's so bad for me that I start to say this. I say, "Well, when were they at school last?" Okay, so you got to understand how wide open that is. Because if you got to go all the way back to the prior week, that's a bad timeline. That's a bad timeline. That's way too many hours, too many days to try to make any kind of sense of. So it's too wide open. It's too wide open of a timeline, and it's a huge problem. that we can't even nail down the first essential component, which is a bookend that says this is the beginning of the timeline. Can't do it. We got no start to the timeline, which is why people say all the things like this. They were never at the trails that day. Okay. Or people will say they were killed at the house. They were killed at the house the days before. Or people will say they were killed at the pig roast the night before. Or people will say, you got to go back to the 11th. No. So problems with the timeline start at the get-go. Start at the get-go. You can't even establish a starting place. So what we've done, or what I've done, hypothetically, okay, just for purposes of discussion, I like to nitpick, and I say, well, let's start with this. Let's start with FBI's timeline, because even if it's a hypothetical, it gives us something we can talk about. So, okay, well, let's say FBI was correct. The timeline's even wrong then. Okay, so FBI timeline says approximately 1 p.m. Approximately 1 p.m. these girls arrive at the trails. But the thing that we now know is that was determined from tracking the phone that belonged to one of the victims. Okay? So we don't have even proof that the approximately 1 p.m. FBI time is correct, because that's based on the cell phone of the victim. Now we got the first gaslight. Okay, the first gaslight is, no, they're seen on the Harvest Store video. Seen on the Harvest Store video, remember? Okay, well, let's talk about that. Because for years, I had this question. Okay, and the question I had was, what can be seen on that video? That was my big question, is can you see who's driving the vehicle? Can you see the passengers in the vehicle? Can you see the girls in the vehicle? Can you see the license plate of the vehicle? I always had those questions, and we got our answer to those questions during this trial. Always look at the blessings that we got during this trial. Okay, so what did we learn about the quality of what is shown on that footage? We learn that you cannot make out the driver, you cannot make out passengers, you cannot make out a license plate. You can only make out the general shape and color of the vehicle. Okay. Well, that's interesting. And then Mullen went even a step further, and he said he allowed the drivers of those vehicles to identify their own vehicles. All right. So now, if we want to take that and apply it to this formation of a timeline, it totally implodes. Because now you can't say definitively those girls arrive and is seen on camera at the Harvest Store. You can't. Because clearly, if you cannot identify Richard Allen driving his car or his license plate and could only make out the general shape and color, then it has to be the same with the story of the drop off. And you know what's funny? The story of the drop off comes from one person. And that same person whose hair is found wrapped around one of the victim's fingers, pulled out from the root. So, timeline, it's absolutely ridiculous. We got nothing, we can't even say drop off alive, drop off that day, drop off between 1 and 2. It just all the things that the state has decided to run with are totally fantasy world constructions, fabrications. You know, to say, hey, well, the sister says she dropped off the girls at about 1:30 or 1:45 or somewhere around there because she was on the phone with the boyfriend, you know. So I guess we'll take the word for it. We'll take the word for it, and then we'll take the word that that's the car, and we'll just assume the victims are in the car, and we're going to assume that they're both okay, and they both get out of the car okay, and they both start walking. So just assumption after assumption after assumption, just to try to establish some drop off. Now, like I said, we can go back days and days and days. Okay, we can go back days and days and days because there are all those stories about 12 hours prior and there being a party at Ron Logan's, a meth infused party / initiation that included Megan Allen and all of those guys, Kokomo crew, in which Megan Allen stated she stabbed someone to see what it would feel like. For years, people called that the pig roast or said they were cooking drugs out there. And even Carrie herself said they were cooking drugs out in the woods that very day. And maybe the girls saw something they shouldn't. And someone decided to deal with it. And what's odd about all of that? 0 cell phone extractions from the family who alleges to have dropped off the girls. So it's just a shit show. It's a shit show. And that's just the pinning down the front end of the timeline. Okay, but it gets worse. It gets worse with this timeline because then we get to the point of there were some Snapchats uploaded, which the state is alleging this is the moment that whoever did harm to the girls encounters them. Okay. And how was that established? By some fake ass Snapchats. Okay, so remember, we're still talking about a timeline. We're trying to get some idea of a timeline. All right, so now the story is 213. There's some sort of encounter, and that's supposed to be proven with some fake ass Snapchats. For years, they ran with, you see, 213, the girls are okay because they're encountering someone on the bridge. And look, there's a bridge guy video, which is a fake ass video. So you got a fake ass Snapchat, another fake ass Snapchat, a fake ass video. So how does that do anything to put a pin in a timeline? Okay? And it keeps getting worse, because in the next point, they say, well, we have this. At 2:32, the phone ends up at the spot where it is found the next day, 20 hours later. Okay, so think about this. No, more than 20. What is it? 22. Okay, I want you to think about this. At 2:32 p.m., this is what we can put on a timeline. The victim's phone ends up where it's found 22 fucking hours later. Okay, so we know that. We know at 2:32, the phone ends up where it takes 22 hours to be found, allegedly. With Find My iPhone activated. Okay. You got no proof of the girls whatsoever, no proof that they're even there at all whatsoever. Five, 10, 12, 14, 19 hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours go past. Nearly 24 hours. Are you understanding that? Nearly 24 hours after the time there's an alleged drop-off of these two victims at this location. Nearly 24 hours later, it is said that their bodies are found. How's that for a timeline? It gets even worse, because you got no time of death. So you don't have a back bookend to this timeline. The only thing you got is the girls' bodies are found. There's even confusion about that. You can't get a straight answer out of anyone about when those bodies were found. Maybe even where, when, who, etc. No time of death, no stomach contents, no toxicology, no pregnancy test. Okay, you got no anything you would want. So basically, we're left with two dead bodies that are found approximately noon on the 14th of February. So if we reverse engineer, you say, well, there's a Thursday at school. So you got from Thursday at school to February 14 at noon. Huge problem here with the timeline. But there's someone sitting in prison right now who was found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt by 12 citizens of Indiana. without a timeline. Now, there's an artificial timeline. We can talk about that. Remember, I said the one that was created by a certain YouTuber and the family members? This artificial timeline that was adopted by law enforcement, it gives 19 minutes for an entire complex crime to occur, which is also hypothetical. It gets worse. Let's keep going. What else you got? What else you got here? You got lies and inconsistencies from law enforcement and the families. Okay, let's talk about that again. Lies and inconsistencies from law enforcement and the families. Why does no one believe the Delphi verdict? Because law enforcement lied. Oh, how, Prof? Well, they lied to get a search warrant. They were lied to about the times that Richard Allen said he was there. They were lied to about the witness descriptions. They were lied to about the vehicles observed by witnesses. They were lied to about some person being seen either muddy or bloody. Lies from law enforcement. Also, the same law enforcement deleted 70 days of interviews. Law enforcement deleted the footage from the Marathon gas station, which would have showed people where they were not supposed to be with people they were not supposed to be with. They deleted the alleged interaction with Richard Allen and threw away the alleged notes taken with Richard Allen. When he stepped forward to place himself there. Lies. Then there's been inconsistencies from law enforcement. What do you mean, Prof? I mean, like tentacles, complexity. A sketch is not a photograph. We have this sketch. We have this sketch. You put them, the one is not the other. One is the other. You put them together. They're the same. You take them apart. They're not the same. You put this one's no longer person of interest. This one is new person. This one is in his 50s. This one is in his 20s. Blah, 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 blah. Inconsistencies from law enforcement. Lies and inconsistencies over 7 years. And you have the families. Lies and inconsistencies from the families for 7.5 fucking years. Anytime you have lies and inconsistencies from a family in the murders of their children, don't you think that only leads to one conclusion? It only goes one way. And you wonder why no one believes the verdict. Normally, the people closest to the victims have their cell records and phone taken for a deep look at what everyone was doing. Everyone. And you wonder why people have questions. Um, Next, evidence. Or a lack thereof. So, why does no one believe this verdict? Because a lack of evidence. Zero, and I mean zero, DNA evidence tying Richard Allen to the crime scene. Zero digital evidence tying Richard Allen to the crime scene. Not a single fingerprint tying Richard Allen to the crime scene. Not a single trace of Richard Allen having any contact whatsoever with either of the victims. And then on Richard Allen, at his home, in his car, on his weapons, not a shred of evidence of the girls. Not in his car, not on his knives, not on his gun, not in his house, not in his yard, not on his clothing, not on his boots. Nothing, nothing, nada, nada, nada. Okay. Evidence. There is DNA evidence on these girls. Yes, there is. Speaking of evidence, there's unknown male DNA all over these girls. All over the girls. There's potential unknown male semen in these girls. Unknown male DNA on the genitalia, on the breast, on the fingernails. Evidence. Witnesses. Witnesses. Why no one believes the Delphi murders verdict? Witnesses. What do you mean, Prof? Oh, glad you asked. What I mean? Lying ass witnesses like Sarah Carbo. Who more than 25 times in the first two interviews said she saw someone muddy, 25 times or so in a tan hoodie or a sweater. (2019) after meeting with the corrupt cops, suddenly she says bloody 16 times in a single interview and doesn't say muddy once. And on top of that, her presentation was extremely combative and untrustworthy. Lying ass witnesses. Then you have witnesses who told the truth, and their words were twisted by the lying ass cops. Witnesses described seeing someone, a strange male, dressed in all black, in his 20s, who was tall and muscular. Yeah, Yep. More than one witness described a tall, muscular male dressed in all black. But that was ignored because Richard Allen is not tall and is not muscular. He's short. And he said he was dressed in blue. So what happened? Sure, we'll make that work. Twist those words, turn them into Richard Allen. Short, non-muscular, not in his 20s. Every aspect of the description was changed or altered by these investigators. Sheriff. In order to make it fit onto this little 5'4", non-muscular, old-ass man. But let's keep moving. Not just that. The specialist. You were presented with a ballistics expert who claims she's never made a mistake, but she's magically somehow able to match an unspent round to a fired cartridge, but unable to exclude others. But somehow that makes sense and that's credible. Somehow that's credible when she could magically, fantasy world, somehow match an unspent round to a fired cartridge. Magically. Something that's impossible. Yet could not exclude Brad Weber or anyone else's. But somehow that's compelling and correct and not wrong. Then you had the psychologist. Who was inappropriately obsessed with this very case, the case of her client, such that she was in every single YouTube channel, Facebook group, and Reddit, and possibly Discord. Having a ball, having the time of her life, while simultaneously forcibly medicating Richard Allen and discussing with him the shit she was reading and watching on the internet. I'm not making this shit up. This is not a lie. I'm not making shit up here, just fantasy world. Like this is actual fact. I don't see anyone in this chat calling me out right now saying I'm lying about this fucking detail. Oh no, baby. Sitting there discussing the shit she was reading on the internet and watching on the internet while forcibly medicating him. Unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable. Her and her supervisor admitted that he was undergoing a complete psychological breakdown, a psychotic episode that was extended, which was natural considering the fact that he's already on medication. He's being force medicated on top of that medication. He's been in solitary confinement for way beyond the acceptable limit. But no, no, it was allowed to fly. It's just fine. It's just fine. Well, let's talk about another piece of shit. You had ISP officer Brian Harshman sit his ass in the witness stand and say, yeah, I've listened to a lot of phone calls and I don't know, I feel like he's guilty. And by the way, the voice that I hear on saying down the hill, yeah, that's him. That's Richard Allen. It's my opinion. It's willy nilly. I'm no voice expert. I'm not qualified at all to make the statement, but I'm just going to throw it out there because, I'm wearing a fucking blue uniform. Yep, that really happened. That really happened. Oh, and let's not leave out the medical examiner. Specialist. Yeah, I can tell you they died sometime between the time they were dropped off and the time the bodies were found. Something like that. That's what you're dealing with. That's what you were dealing with in that courtroom. Willy nilly opinions, junk science, malpractice, and malfeasance from law enforcement. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Third party. Third parties. Why no one believes the Delphi murders verdict? The insane amount of third party evidence. Oh, what do you mean, Prof? Well, you had 136 pages, which were just the tip of the iceberg on third party suspects. Yes, it's true. Tip of the iceberg, 136 pages, naming a handful of individuals. And guess what? There are handfuls more who are not named in that document. Yeah, true. Third party suspects. Not just third party suspects, multiple third party confessions. Yeah. Yeah. Multiple confessions. Not making it up. Now, this extremely biased and combative judge ensured that not a word of this third party evidence would ever make it into the trial or in front of the jury. And I guess what I meant to say was into the jury's ears. Oh, she made sure. She ensured it. So third party suspects. Well, let's see. I'm sure everyone by now has some idea of what the crime scene looked like. Just from the crime scene alone. Just from the crime scene alone. The crime scene alone would lead you to believe there's more than one involved. More than one involved, even if Richard Allen was involved, would mean there's at least one other third party suspect. You know, there are indications that there's some sort of occult ideation here interjected into the crime scene, even though it's believed that that was all staging, it was all distraction. It nevertheless, there's some flavor of occultism here at the crime scene, which would indicate third party suspects. Not only that, your victims had zero defensive wounds. Zero. One of them weighing 200 pounds, dead weight, was moved. You got both girls nude at some point, one redressed. They want you to believe that Richard Allen had a gun in one hand and two knives in the other hand. Oh, and also somehow tried to chamber around, thereby ejecting one that was already in there while holding a fucking box cutter and a fucking hunting knife and a fucking 40 cal. Yet a bloody, gruesome murder like this is. Not one defensive wound on either girl. Somehow accomplishes all of this and doesn't leave a single hair, single fingerprint, single drop of blood. Literally, it's unbelievable. It would indicate third party suspects. But like I mentioned, you also had third-party confessions over these years. Multiple. Multiple third-party confessions. You guys know that. We even have a YouTuber who confessed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. You had Keegan Kline say that his father went down there to the creek while he waited in a car in the cemetery. And that his father came back bloody and said, "We had fun." Was that who Sarah Carbaugh saw? Tony Klein? But they decide to use the confessions that Richard Allen gave when he's undergoing a major psychotic break, a major psychosis, while being forcibly medicated in solitary confinement for fucking 6 months or something. Those are the ones that matter to them. While he's being threatened and his family is being threatened with murder from the inmates and Odinist guards. But this is your compelling case that convinced 12 jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that Richard Allen was the lone wolf perpetrator responsible for the deaths of Abby and Libby. I'm not going to go over the other third party evidence, but listen, I highly recommend that you go to watch. I did a very thorough coverage of all of the Franks. Okay, let me see what it's called. I'm going to share it here. Remember, I said that. Let me see. All right. I said that I did videos on all of this stuff. Okay. So, like, if you look at this playlist, it's called A Deep Dive into the Franks Memorandum. Okay. Franks Memorandum Deep Dive. It's 6 videos, each about 3 hours. Okay. If you're interested in the third party suspects right here, go and watch those 6 live streams going line by line, verbatim through the Franks Memorandum, deep diving it. You'll learn about that iceberg. And like I said, that's just some of them. That's a handful of the third-party suspects because there are other handfuls of third-party suspects. Remember, there's the Kokomo crew, Tina Rodell, Megan Allen, and Gabe Ellis, and that whole crew. Okay, I've also got videos on that. Please go look in the channel. It's called, I think the best one to go look at immediately is the magical earrings. Okay, let me see. I'll pin that one. Or the mythical earrings, I call it. Okay. So I'll put that one in here. Okay, so we got that covering those third-party suspects, right? Then we have a thorough deep dive on the timeline that I was discussing. Okay, so you want to go look at the timeline. I have a 3-part series on the timeline called Timelines. So just go look for those. But like I said, a deep dive into Frank's memorandum, you're going to learn about the third parties. Timeline, you'll learn about the timelines. Mythical earrings, you'll learn about the Kokomo crew / Megan Allen. Just a moment, please. All right, thank you. Needed to get a little chocolate, a little break. So we got all of that stuff, right? For you to check out. Why no one believes Delphi murders verdict. Cyber stalking. Cyber stalking. Cyber stalking. Creators and an entire troll farm hiding behind fake accounts, terrorizing those who advocate for the truth about the Delphi murders, and a whole contingent of creators propping up the fairy tale narrative of the family and law enforcement. Why? Let me just ask you that. In a double homicide of 2 little girls in rural Indiana, would you have an entire contingent of people activated to control this narrative? Why? You're not talking about the murder of a celebrity or the murder of a high profile political figure. You're not talking about the murder of a multi-billionaire. No. 2 little girls in rural Indiana, and you have an entire industry of creators and internet troll farm activated to push a certain narrative and to destroy by terrorizing anyone who would go against that. Those terrorists are still going. They're still active. Why would they be active after a unanimous guilty verdict from 12 jurors giving them the objective of their cyber stalking? Why? I mean, if they were in this to convict Richard Allen, to get justice for the girls, and succeed at bringing this man to justice, you would think that mission accomplished. We can all go home now. We can stop. Oh no, they went into overdrive after this verdict was released. Why? So, you see, we know for sure the timeline, it crumbles. The timeline crumbles. The narrative, the lies and inconsistencies from the family and law enforcement crumble. The evidence falls apart, crumbles. The witnesses and specialists, their entire story just falls apart. Third party suspects and multiple confessions of third party suspects call into question everything this prosecutor has put forward. With a fake face on this video, a manipulated voice, two fairy tale sketches. Remember, both of those people who produced those sketches didn't want to cooperate. They didn't want to cooperate. When they tried to force Miss Voorhees to agree to the second sketch or the younger guy sketch, she wouldn't cooperate. So not only would they not cooperate about giving the sketches, they wouldn't cooperate about agreeing to those sketches. Well, except for Betsy Blair, who says it's a 10 out of 10. Ten out of 10. Yeah, keep coming in. You see, they keep coming in because I'm not lying to you. So they'll keep coming in. Keep coming in. So the real question is, whose DNA is on them girls? What do the family's phone extractions show? Why do you have two separate parents both claiming that they picked up those girls on the day before? Hmm, something's not adding up. But you got a man sitting in prison, convicted of double murder of two little girls with no evidence. You see, there's a problem in Delphi. And the bad thing for these people is that everyone sees it. Everyone sees it. That's why no one believes the verdict. And that's the point of the show tonight. No one believes it. And there are reasons. Everyone sees that there's a problem here. And the funny thing here, this is nothing new. It's nothing new. People have seen that there's a problem here from day one. Yeah. You see, there's a reason why they made it such a infraction to question the family. There's a reason they did that in the early days. How dare you? You're a family basher. One of the first things they had to establish were the forbidden talking points. And the number one forbidden talking point was, I have a question about what the family is saying. Every Facebook group, every YouTube channel, every Reddit group, that was the objective. Protecting the family, establishing a wall of protection around that family so no one asks the hard questions. No one asks any questions because asking the question became family bashing. And now we've got the same thing with law enforcement. Sure, you've got 70 days of deleted shit. Sure, you've got the whole marathon footage deleted. Sure, you've got what else? Fucking no time of death. You've got unknown DNA all over these girls. You've got possible semen. You've got third party suspects out the wazoo, which is law enforcement product. You've got all of this. You've got geofencing, shows people at the crime scene traversing it, blah 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 blah. You've got a phone, someone handling a phone after, make sure they wipe it off after they handled it, but they handled it, they put in an auxiliary cord, they waited 5 hours or so, they unplugged the damn auxiliary cord, they came in and out of the geofencing. Bodies were not there when they were allegedly searching, for hours and hours, for 20 fucking hours. But now, you guys are insane. Idiots. Maniacs. Don't ask any questions of law enforcement. It was a good investigation. You've got dead people. Yo, yeah. We know about Robert Fortson. We know about Agent Ferenczi. We know about Stephanie Thompson and her little daughter. What about Nicole Bowen? What about all these others? What about that extremely high arson rate in the area? What about those third party suspects? Pointing the fingers at each other, pointing the finger at each other. These vendors. We're going to pretend that all doesn't exist. Pretend that Amber Holder didn't actually say what she said and Taylor Hornady didn't say what she said. Pretend that Megan Allen didn't say what she said and Tina Rodell didn't say what she said. What about Blake Hicks? Not Blake Hicks, Blaine Nelson. But yeah, what about Blake too? But what about Blaine Nelson? You see, locals talk to us all the time. That's how we know there's something awry in Delphi. Now, how are they going to put that cat back in the bag? What are they going to do when the tipping point is reached? You know, when not only the thousands of us open our eyes to what's right in front of us, but what about when the jury opens their eyes to what's in front of them? Mm. And hey, what about that Dropbox and Anthony underscore shots? Did that just magically go away, disappear into the ethers, cease to exist? You see, no one believes the Delphi verdict for a good reason. Very, very good reason. And actually, for thousands of good reasons. So, remember when I have Apophis made this video with the red balloons? There are more red balloons coming. You see, it's not just these wackos on the internet like us here in this little chat. No, no, no. We have retired Indiana State Police saying the same things to us behind the scenes. We've got retired U.S. Marshals saying the same things to us behind the scenes. We've got retired police chiefs and detectives saying the same things to us behind the scenes. We've got family members saying the same things to us behind the scenes. This ain't going away. It's not hyperbole when I say no one believes the Delphi verdict, because no one believes it. The ones who are pushing guilty the hardest, they don't even believe it. You've got 5% of little old lady bloodlusters out there who've been fooled by this. Okay? The bloodlusters who've been fooled by this PR campaign right here, this professional, this like industrial grade campaign that has been exercised for 7.5 years. Sure, it was effective in persuading 5% of the population. It failed. It failed because the thousands upon thousands who are seeing this, it didn't work with them. Okay. And remember when I had this phrase that was going around, the world is watching, the world is watching. That also was not hyperbole. The world is watching. Regularly, England, Australia, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, New Zealand, France, Italy, Canada, Argentina, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, the problem you guys have is that people are not going to stop talking. Hey, matter of fact, I could stop talking tomorrow. Do you think these 300 people in the chat are going to stop talking? The eyes of the world have been opened to this crime. And so It's nothing you are going to do that's going to change that at this point. So it was a good run. I mean, that's my bottom line is it was a good run. It was a good run. But it was a limited run. And the jig is up. It's up. Some things only last for so long, you know. So anyway, let me read some chat and then we'll get out of here. That was my rant. They said they had fingerprints early on. Yes, they did. Yes, they sure did. I recorded 2 videos last night where they said multiple times they found fingerprints at the crime scene. Yes. I even have Toe Blesaby. No, they had fingerprints. They sure did. They said they did. More than once. All right. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got here before I get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'm not really going to go all into the gaslighting ass narrative. There's no point any longer on shutting that shit down. But yeah, you're right. He got scared when he saw the van. Yeah, right. So he hangs out for what, an hour and 15 or more, doing stupid shit with the crime scene. Nah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, that just doesn't happen. You're scared, you immediately book it the fuck out of there immediately. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I think the girls were transported close by and essayed. Their clothes had been off. Yes, that's the thing. Both girls had been nude at some point in time. Why? Oh, let's see. Both had unknown male DNA all over their bodies and on the genitalia and possible traces of semen and had been nude. Yeah, they needed the confession, which is why they spent 13 months solitary confinement, why they had Odinist guards sitting there threatening him to kill his family, and why they had Walla feeding him information and forcibly injecting him. He was a pre-trial detainee. This is not Hannibal Lecter. This is not someone convicted. This is not Jeffrey Dahmer. This is a pre-trial detainee arrested with minimal evidence, but 13 months in solitary, forcible injections, Odinist guards, marched around in a shock vest with bound like this. And come on, man. Do you think it's a mistake that he was put in Westville? Do you think it's a mistake that Jones and Robinson were guarding him? Do you think it's a mistake that Walla was in every fucking Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, and Discord group? There are no mistakes in this scam right here. There's no mistakes. They got what they needed. They did what they had to do. What's the phrase? I use what I get. No, I use what I got to get what I want. Remember that old phrase? I use what I got to get what I want. That's what Indiana did. That's what Indiana did. They used what they had to get what they wanted, and they got it. Not only did they get that, but they got the verdict. but no one believes it. So, in a bit of a conundrum right now. If Lawyer Lee, Andrea, Bob Mata, etc., didn't move fucking mountains and come out of there with a little bit of the truth, we wouldn't have known anything that occurred in that courtroom, which is exactly what Judge Gull wanted. But like I said, it's too late to put the cat back in the bag. It's not going to happen. Let's see. Let me read some chat now. Let's read some chat. It's possible they know who the male DNA is. Oh, whose DNA is that? Are we ever going to find out? Are we ever going to find out? Let's see. What were the unmentionables all these years? Derek, Cody, Shaq. Why Derek? He was supplying half the town. Meth and heroin. Why Cody? Why did Cody have to move out? What was going on with Cody? What about the shack? What about the shack? You see, they successfully made the shack go away. You didn't hear shit about the shack, did you? Just like they made the fake ass Abby Snapchat go away. It was so well planned, down to a litany of details, down to the 5 year delayed arrest. Total fuckery. 213. What is it with 213? 213, 214, 213, 214. There's a mention in a filing somewhere about a certain set of DNA tests that got lost and had to be updated after the defense asked for them. If you're an investigator or detective or part of law enforcement involved in crime scene investigations, collecting samples for DNA profiles is crime 101. Was Mike Paddy riding around in a canoe in the early morning hours of the 14th? And did he put in at Wilson Bridge? Hmm. Did he put in at Wilson Bridge? Why Wilson Bridge? It's odd because wasn't Derek at Wilson Bridge allegedly earlier that day? I have been stalked in comments a little, but then they disappear somehow. So often it's obvious. There's a group of workers. Yeah, there is. Why? Around the double murders of two little girls. When would that ever make sense? All right. I got a lot of catching up to do. Maybe he's the best person in the world to us. Mhm. All right. I watch a bunch. I've watched a bunch of Kelsey's videos and I found her straight bizarre. Kelsey has something to do with this, no doubt. Judge wouldn't even allow the sketches. All right. Yeah, they call you idiots, fools, conspiracy theorists, idiots, crazy, insane, unhinged. What's the other one? Over the top, because you ask a simple question like, hey, this doesn't make sense because you said this, but now you're saying this, but in between you also said this and this. So which one is it? Did you speak with Anthony Schatz? Do you know Anthony Schatz? I wish. Oh, I wish. At the beginning is where you put it all together. I'm questioning the drop off. Yeah, no. I mean, oof. Okay. All right. Who was all in that Patty's house the night before? That's a good question. That's a good question. All right. Well, it's 20 minutes behind. Aux cord for uploading fakes could be. Remember, the one thing they never want you to consider is that that phone is intentionally left there. Come on. I mean, it's like the most simple thing. Logic would dictate the phone is intentionally left there, just like the fucking girls are. Is it that hard to understand, to consider that that phone is left there intentionally, just like the victims? Yeah. Okay. Why were the Patties all freaked the fuck out when Alan was arrested? Oh, we don't know that gentleman. No, never seen him, but he gave us some fucking pictures. All right. Hmm. Rumor is Abby was spending the night with Libby, and Kelsey also had a friend or friend spending the night. I don't know. You got something for that rumor? You got some proof? Got some proof with that rumor? Served up hot, some hot ass proof. Go with that meal. Ferenczi had an excellent background investigating drug cases. Arson rate. Oh, the polygraph examiner died in a fire. Oh, what are the odds? Everyone dies in a fire. All right. What's up, Lisa from Manchester? Welcome, Lisa. Good to see you and welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining. All right. The fact that they knew whose hair it was and didn't test it. Yes. How much more hair is there? The whole world knows this case stinks. It's only getting worse day by day. Day by day. Remember the coincidences, the big deals, the fucking different times, the lies, the inconsistencies. Of course, Abby had a phone. Where is Abby's phone? Where is that second phone? Ooh, what I'd like to know, did one of our phones leave the crime scene or did both our phones leave the crime scene and did one come back? How many phones are we talking about and what happened with those phones? Hmm. Is that annoying enough for you? What's up, Lewis? All right. Kelsey was catfishing her sister. She's admitted it. Prof, your interview with retired ISP Swisher was amazing. Thank you, Bandvia. Thank you. We'll have him back too. We're gonna have him back. You don't even want to know what he thinks about this verdict. Well, shit, I'll just tell you. I'll tell you. He feels just like we feel about this verdict. All right. Not to put words in his mouth, but Joe Swisher, retired Master Trooper, ISP, feels exactly like we feel about this verdict. And he's going to come tell you about it, actually. All right. Cody had no business living in that house as an adult felon man with those little young girls. Yeah. And what was Kelsey's letter about? Remember the letter? Remember the creepy ass letter about the essay and the rape and the virginity and the fucking and all that? The Kelsey letter? What was that really about? You know, the fictional letter she just made up from something in her head. Just asking logical questions about concerning things. Evidently, Abby had her own stuff set up on Libby's tablet. Yeah, and on the phone, remember? Even on the phone, Abby's fingerprint was set up. I have a feeling. Remember, I said those red balloons are coming, more are coming. I have a feeling we're going to learn a lot about some phones. Right. And that's going to be the kryptonite for this case because there is kryptonite for this case, and we haven't even heard it yet. Yeah, that's what I was saying, True Grit. Yep, Abby's fingerprint was in that phone. Remember, I said, how odd is it that Kelsey knew all the social media passwords, the logins, and iCloud was activated? Ooh. And Abby had access? Ooh. Do you mean that you had access to all of Abby's and all of Libby's accounts and iCloud for the devices? Well, shit, you could do anything. One could do anything with all of that access. See, it's not as simple as just, oh, I had the Snapchat login for Libby. No, no. You had multiple logins for multiple apps and accounts. Both girls had access to that phone and possibly another device, and all of that shit was tied into iCloud. Thank you, Teresa, for becoming a member. What's odd is Kelsey saying in another interview that she did really didn't know Abby that well. Another interview, Abby has Libby's tablet set up as her own device. Are they fucking besties or not? Yeah. What's the deal? What's the deal? I think everyone should get on the phone with Rokita's office and complain. Pardon me. All right. I don't think the jury even believes it. Yeah, well, odd, isn't that? Odd. How in the world is the jury convinced beyond a reasonable doubt? Never mind. We'll get to that. I've already beat that into the ground. Libby wasn't living in a good environment. Abby's mom was a single mom and worked a lot, not home much. I could see how the girls ended up being the child of the internet and catfished. Yeah, and also growing up like way, 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 way too fast. Hey, thank you, Niobe, for the super chat. Thank you, Nobi. Sorry I'm catching that late. I am 20 minutes behind, but thank you. Awesome. Let's see. I want to know where the $4.4 million for this trial went because they definitely didn't show any proof other than that they didn't do shit. But delete, oh, they did shit. What they did was delete, 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 delete. And when it was time to hand over discovery, withhold, 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 withhold. And then, oh, we have to give it. Okay, well, we'll just shoot it at you like confetti. And good luck making any sense out of it. Just a moment, please. Pardon. So dangerous for perpetrators to bring the girls back to the woods where people might have been searching, but maybe, no, not dangerous if they established a perimeter to keep all the good people out. And it was all of the asshole, lying ass first responders and family members establishing that perimeter, cordoning off the area so that the bodies can be brought on back in. That's probably what happened. The search was not a search, the search was the crime. Let's say that again. The search is not a search. The search is the crime, allegedly. All right. Took 4.4 mil to successfully cover up and get the guilty verdict on Richard Allen. Law enforcement knows how deep Odinism runs in the Indiana prisons. So what if someone from one of the branches of LE is responsible and set it up to look like Odinism? I don't know. Pardon. The one who called off local search dogs because he called in search dogs from other states, that Toad. Yeah. Yeah. Toad said, don't bring the outside dogs. No, no, no. We don't want any fucking outsiders in this shit because this shit is the cover up. We need our dog with our officer, everything that I have control over. And remember, at 2 whatever a.m. on the 14th, when those bloody horror murder screams were let out at the bridge, those girls called 911. And what were they told? Everybody's too busy right now to come out. Taya Miller, Kat Cole, are they both dead? They left a handful of hair, but won't analyze that in their narrative. That hair tells a story. What happened to proper professional, logical investigators, detectives, scientists? Are they not supposed to look into every possible fucking theory and keep an open mind about every possibility? Allegedly, that's supposed to be the goal, is it not? Unless you're doing a cover up and not an investigation, because it's not about the two little baby girls. It's about protecting those who did this to these two little baby girls. Yeah, he straight up bragged. His whole story now is, I didn't talk to Monica Walla. I didn't. It was just a rumor. It was just a rumor. It was just, well, who the fuck did the rumor come from? She confessed. No, I'm sorry. He can. Allegedly, he confessed. You guys are going to be learning about that later. He confessed to his psychologist that he was spooked by a white van. But I mean, you'll be learning more about the van. You know, you'll be like, I mean, presumably it was Brad Weber's coming home from work or whatever. But you'll be learning about that at some point in the future. You'll be learning about that. Really, who'd that rumor come from, Gray Hughes? Must have come from Monica Walla. I mean, there's only him and her, right? He was put in Westville, so he'd be sure to confess. They had terrible cases, so they sent him to the pen. They had a terrible case. No, yeah, yeah, of course. This should be obvious to anyone. It's just like the Todd Click deal, right? It's the Todd Click deal. Okay, Todd Click pissed them off. They wanted to fuck him over. So they sent a team to go to all of his former clients to dig up some dirt on him. And they got some dirt dug up and then went arrest him for it. Coincidence is the word we use when we can't see the levers and pulleys. Emma Bull. Oh, nice one. Okay. I have no faith at all the jury was a legit jury. The fix was in from the start. We'll hear nothing from them. Well, we haven't heard yet. Yeah, I'm wondering, when are we going to hear something from a juror? Come on. Cody certainly jumps as someone whose DNA might have been on the victims. Remember, genitalia, breast, fingernails. All right, I'm getting tired, y'all. What about the Shack? Shack attack. Derek, Cody, Shack. Derek, Cody, Shack. It's just like this, dude. Listen, it's time that we stop calling the flora fire the flora arson. That is a strategic troll farm narrative controlling move. You have to understand how they use language. The flora arson means somebody went and set that house on fire. What they're trying to make you believe is it was racially motivated. Okay. The flora fire means that house burned up. And there's a huge difference. And in my opinion, you already know what it is. There was an accident and that house burned up. So be very careful about running with this fucking talking point. Flora arson, flora arson. Stop. Okay. Just because there's an accelerant does not mean it's an arson. Because remember, accelerants can be chemicals that are in your house. So don't be so quick to change the whole fucking terminology and control the language. It's like the whole political thing in the past 7 years, trying to control the language to control minds. They're trying to control language and control minds by using flora arson now. Okay, so let me just stop you there. Flora fire. Okay, sorry. I got triggered because I thought about it. Yeah, Miss Shakespeare was given the rules. You can't discuss Derek, Cody, or the Shack. That's what I call Shack Attack. Derek, Cody, Shack. Those are the unmentionables, the three unmentionables. Why can't you discuss Derek? Why can't you discuss Cody? And why not a Shack? What happened with Derek and what happened with Cody and what happened with a Shack that would deem them unmentionable? Okay. Yeah, yeah. The maniacal laughter at the mention of Shaq, which is one of the unmentionables. What the fuck? The worst case of injustice I've ever seen. That's why it wasn't televised. Of course, people would have witnessed it, but that's okay. Okay, but Kelsey forgave him a long time ago. Oh yeah, if I ever see him, I'm going to tell him how much I don't like him. Don't like him. That gentleman who's probably the best guy. He might be the best person we know. Are you smelling? Are you getting a scent? Are you guys starting to sniff out what this might be? That gentleman, I'm going to tell him how upset I am with him and I don't like him, but I've forgiven him and he could be the best person in the world to us. What's up, V? Welcome in, V. We're almost done here, so might as well stick around to the end and then rewatch it. To think for 7 years, these law enforcement professionals, judges, people of authority have been getting paid to do everything they can to make Ari the culprit rather than collecting true evidence. No, they deleted true evidence. Remember, among that 70 days of deleted shit are the first entire 6 days of interviews. You ever watch that program, First 48? First 48? The concept being that those first 48 hours are the absolute most essential, crucial to any investigation. Well, how about the first fucking week? The first entire week. Wipe clean. and then a whole other bunch of stuff. Dave Chappelle said how calling someone crazy is dismissive. People turn their backs to crazy. That's why asking valid questions to some people is called out as crazy. Yeah. I think this atrocity is more about drug world than ritualistic BS. It's just frightening to imagine this type of evil disregard for others out there. Yeah, yeah, of course. It's horrible. It's horrendous. What if the whole ritualistic bullshit was just part of the setup? You know, they set up Ron Logan, they set up the Odinist, they set up this one. I don't know. It's possible. We know everything was staged. It's all staged. Of course, the troll farm wants you to believe both girls just died where they were found. There's no moving of the bodies, no planting the phone under the shoe, under the body, da 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 da. No painting the F tree. No, it's all just random. The sticks fell on the girls. Oh no, people weren't buying that. I guess we'll just say that he just threw some sticks on the girls as part of an undoing, or they came up with, like, it's always a gaslight bullshit talking point, one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's like the most unbelievable shit and in illogical scenarios they come up with as their explanations. But then they call you crazy if you say something that's actually logical. Like, no, the phone was left there on purpose. Come on. Like, it was wiped clean. It was left there on purpose. It was protected from the weather with a shoe and stuck under a body. I mean, that's purposely leaving a fucking phone under a dead body. You're not going to miss that, especially when you've moved both bodies. But you're the crazy one. 5:30 a.m. in Germany. Just woke up and took the chance to see your life. Good. Welcome. All right. Barency was onto the real perp, so he had to go before he went public. All right. I'm ready to go, y'all. my throat's going, and I'm tired. How far behind am I? 30 minutes still. Jeez. 13 dead in fires around this case. Burned up to death. Or killed and then burned. All right. It's completely insane the number of people who magically turned up dead so they can't tell their story about these murders. Yeah, Stephanie, poor Stephanie Thompson. I bought you a coffee, Prof. Thank you, and stay warm. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you did a buy me a coffee? Thank you. All right. Was the phone Eben Libby's real phone or Abby's? Or was it one of the family's phones who she was using? I believe both devices were being used by both girls, but they belonged to the family. Okay. Am I in a silly mood? I didn't know I was in a silly mood. I guess I am. My throat's making me in a tired mood. I'm like, my throat's still a little. It said I had some allergies. All right. Standard checklist for an investigation. Failed the top 10 must fucking do's. Yeah, because it's a cover up. not an investigation. They're protecting important people. Yeah, see, I saw that interview with my own two eyes and heard it with my ears. He literally says, because the girls were found so immediately after they were killed. What does that mean? Like I've said before, does that mean 20 minutes? Or does that mean 20 hours or 20 minutes? Immediately, they were found because they were found so immediately after they were killed. You would think so. You mean 20 hours or 20 minutes? And why wouldn't he grow some balls and get his ass on the witness stand? He refused to testify. Prof, I'm glad to found your channel. The wealth of knowledge that I've obtained from watching you is next level, sir. I've enjoyed all of your lives and it makes me want to dive deep. Well, thank you. There's a lot of lives on the channel. Like I said, those timeline lives would show you about the timeline. I got the Tina Rodell type of lives, show you about that stuff. I got the Frank's Memorandum live, show you about that stuff. I have the ones called Truth About Delphi. I highly recommend. One covers the cyber stalking and all of that, and one covers the case. Truth About Delphi. Go check out all the former lives. All right. Okay. Thank you, Matt Ruby, for the 299 super sticker. Thank you. They were framers and liars. Yeah. Hi, Prophet. Just woke up. It's 4:44. Welcome. Good morning. Well, it must be 5:03 now. 5:03. Good morning to you. Islander Bird says those girls thought they were meeting up a young guy. Oh yeah, yeah. A little Anthony Shots type. Jesus, man, can't make this shit up. Okay. Why the immediate? Yeah, was this whole thing? Like I said, it's like it's a stage play. It's like it's a stage play. It's live action role play. Okay, it's real life theater. Prof, you ever see Kelsey on Great Hughes? She read someone's question two times. Did Derek see flannel shirt guy twice? Just after she saw BG? Just after he saw BG? Well, I don't know what you're saying here, but that's already confirmed that he saw McCain, like everyone assumed for years. That's confirmed. Of course, that's the story. Oh, of course, of course. No, they were, like I said, they established a perimeter. They turned everyone away. They turned everyone away. All right. Oh my God. Murder shits and the, yeah. Look, it's all been a fucking PR campaign. FBI agent dies. Investigators being framed. Yep, yep, yep. Remember, these are your Odinist people, your Frank's Memo people. I hate the video of Kelsey talking about the day they went missing, how she missed Gamma's call. It's so fake and scripted. She's acting all innocent and childlike, disgusting. Yeah. Uh, oh, I didn't. At first, I missed the call, but then I caught the second call, but I didn't realize I missed the first call because I was watching a movie with my dad's boyfriend. With my boyfriend's dad. You know, nothing awkward about that. Derek, here's Derek's alibi. I was at Wilson Bridge. All right. That's what they do. They turn on anyone that's hot air on their trail, that's hot on their trail, or we do the right thing and bring it to light, just like Tobe did, chief deputy that ran again. Tobe called the search off. It was dark and a little cold for all these first responders, volunteer firemen, and big ass burly family members and cops. It was dangerous out there. I mean, there's only two little missing girls out. With such a high profile case, how did they see the jury so fast? The jury was selected and installed. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Hey, what's up, Kayla? Kayla Sita. Long time no see. We're almost done. We're almost done. Kelsey said Derek won't do interviews unless it's heard because he knows she won't try to. Ooh. And she stopped herself and said he's worried about his past. Blah 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 blah. Right. It's called methamphetamine supplying half the town. Okay. I cannot count the number of hours we spent searching maps for every old shack in Delphi. Yeah, but no one fucking listens to what I say. It's not there. It was never a structure on a foundation. It's a stick structure in the woods that was a temporary thing to begin with, and it was disassembled after these murders. Everyone who's gone into, oh, well, there's this shack, and this one had a shack on the property, and this shack, that bullshit, 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 bullshit. Fuck all those shacks. There's only two properties you have to worry about: Mears and the temporary shack that was in the woods by Wilson Bridge, in my opinion. But yeah, people have wasted a lot of time chasing down the edging shack and Ron Logan and the other shack that was over there, and then the other shack, and then the other shack, and then there's a shack down there 2 miles. And no, fuck all those shacks. All right. They had a family spokesperson that couldn't even legally live with her parents and had to live with her grandmother. White trash. Kelsey tells a different story every time she talked about what happened. Yes, the truth never changes. Never. There's no excuse for the story completely changing. Well, that's why people have always had questions. It sounds and looks like lies. Even the story about how the interviews went kaput is ridiculous. Even if there were lost interviews, there should have been recorded and video interviews by the FBI. Yes. Kelsey said they interviewed her member many times. Where are those? Yes. And she said that the family gave up their cell phones to be examined. Yes. So where is that? Gay Hughes is blaming IDOC prison staff, inmates, and Fig and Jody for Walla's leaked confessions. Ooh, pubes. Hey, do we sense a civil war breaking out? Are they going to start eating each other alive yet? Oh, that's what I've been waiting for. It's already happening with the troll farm. Oh, are we going to see it in the in the executive committee of the bullshit creators? Oh, Gray Pubes, Fig, Walla, Jody, IDOC. Ooh, gonna get juicy. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to watch them eat each other. Hmm. Dave Thomas bringing the heat tonight. Right. This doesn't seem real. It's like you're watching a movie because you are. It's a scripted thing. It's been scripted since day one. It's all been played out in real life. IRL, LARP. It's a real life LARPing. It's theater. It's Shakespeare, but it's played out in real life and on social media for all of you. Remember the Snapchat murders. Mhm. Right. Everything that's being disregarded now was originally proposed by law enforcement, who apparently didn't know there was a script to follow. Multi perps, staging, moving the bodies, uh, blah, blah, blah. Tentacles, Keegan Klein Dropbox, Keegan Klein. Remember that? Do you remember that law enforcement said all of this shit? Which is why no one believes this verdict. Who sent out the memo? Okay. Almost done, y'all. I'm tired. My throat's shot. Tactics like direct accusations, intimidation, deception about evidence, isolation, prolonged questioning potentially lead to false confessions. The girls just happen to be posed as a magician and hangman tarot cards. Yeah. With bind runes or attempts at bind runes over their bodies. Yeah, that many fires don't just happen. There's a reason why there are that many fires around that county. It's not surprising. McClellan's daddy is a convicted arsonist. Okay. Stephanie can't testify. Prof, you said a mouthful the other night. Super intriguing and polarizing. Bridge guy video. It threw everyone off in the first few days. Yes. Hey, Steve, if you're still here, rephrase that. Rephrase that again for those who didn't see that. Steve, if you see this, can you rephrase this for everyone? Let's see if Steve re-ups on this comment here. Bridge guy video threw everyone off. So the story of grandma's getting Libby's phone legally in grandma's possession, is that to cover up? I didn't know Ives refused to testify. Underlying fear throughout this case, starting with Diener. Well, if we believe it's fear, that's the thing with Ives and Diener. Is it fear or is it something else? Did the jury receive evidence not discussed in trial? I don't know. How the fuck does this guy refuse to testify? This case was truly not like we're used to watching. Terrible. Yeah, terrible. You refused to testify. You were the prosecutor in the early days of this case. You should have wanted to step up and help give justice to Abby and Libby. Ives, super disappointed in you. So look, Doug Carter, you've done it, disappointed me. Diener had already disappointed me, and now Ives, super disappointed. I thought better of you. IDOC won't protect Gray. They'll be running damage control now. That's saying prison staff and inmates got access to Richard Allen's confessions. Then he says he told this via Fig. Lol, there's no one left. Oh, it brings me great pleasure to see these assholes eating each other alive. Oh, it brings me pleasure. Hold on a sec. Yeah, my throat's going away. Sorry. I'll have to cut it short. Ives claimed his knowledge as work product. Oh my god, what a douche. Ives, douche. Douche. All right. I believe Kelsey is how the girls ended up on Keegan's radar. I heard Keegan Klein and Greeno used to be pretty close. Yeah, me too. I heard that too from one of Klein's besties. All right. I send the same complaint and request to open an investigation into all Indiana state officials. What's up, Radar? I've been quite a while. Prof, you're rocking and rolling, so I've been watching, chat, and listening. I'm jolly. I didn't know I was jolly. Mm, mm. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm tired. Yeah, her boyfriend's dead. They're watching a movie where they're watching a movie, or were they fucking on the couch? I don't know. It's weird. Look, it's weird stuff. It's weird stuff. It's weird. Bottom line, it's fucking weird. I mean, I know this. When I was a little teenager, I wasn't on the couch watching movies with my girlfriend's mom. Hmm. Okay, announcement, everybody. Go to Coach Cruz community page. Toria B will be exposed on a daily basis, uncensored collateral damage. It's her own fault. Oh, yeah. What about Delulu also? Delulu. And who else? Who else? Hmm. Everyone find Coach Cruz's community page. He's going to have some material for you to inspect. Do you know in Kelsey's interview, she claimed someone hacked into Libby's account? Think about that. Yes, she did. She actually did. I remember. She said someone, or said by someone who's guilty of doing something and blaming others. Hack never happened. Uh, she claimed someone went in there and deleted a bunch of stuff. She also claimed she went in there and deleted a bunch of stuff. But apparently, her thing is like she deleted embarrassing things. What is that? Sexting, provocative photos, or things that the investigators might want to see? And then she says that whoever hacked went in there and deleted things. It wasn't a big deal. It was nothing. Do the people want to know what was deleted from Libby's accounts? Doesn't that seem pretty important in a double homicide of two little girls to know what was deleted from their phones in the days and week prior? You know, I bet you the feds could get everything that was deleted back. Don't you all want to know what all was deleted from these victims' phones? If this is found to be true, tampering with the jury, they found guilty because that's what they heard outside of trial. Oh, you mean with the fucking rumors? I don't care about them. Yeah, more impersonations. I'm tired now. All right, let's see. How far behind are we? 10 minutes. I'm almost there, y'all. Doug Carter and Kelsey have the same lizard lip licking habit. Lip licking habit. Yeah, it's just weirdness. Yeah, the original press release, the clarification about the sketches. Two different people. New young bridge guy is the guy. So old bridge guy is no longer a person of interest. So how could they say the fucking blah blah blah? This is all bullshit. I feel the good lurkers are mad. They're coming out. So speak your mind, good lurkers. Yeah, good points, Shibby. So here's what I think, you guys. I think all the longtime lurkers, I think all you longtime lurkers, you're you're so pissed off that you're starting to come out of the shadows and come out of your shell and join the chat. But I encourage everyone to do that. I'd love to have everyone lurking in the chat and chopping it up, okay? Because it's nice to talk in the chat. No one's going to hurt you here. Uh, anyway, whose property was a shack on? I believe it was on Mears. It was Mears' property because it's called the Mears Bottoms out there, and they own all the way to Wilson Bridge. And that's where I believe it was, out there by Wilson Bridge on Mears' property. And remember, I also say that I believe there's something going on at the Mears property proper. So I think the Mears, it's much more to this with the Mears than anyone ever fucking paid attention to. As far as their home, butcher shop, barn, garage, shed, bottoms, Wilson Bridge Woods, all Mears. Why why was Mike Patty allowed to go and clear the Mears property? I mean, I'm convinced the Mears have something to do with this. How about the shack that was under the bridge with sticks found at the crime scene and coincidentally owners Facebook arranged weirdly? Steve, I need you to clarify this one too. I love what you're bringing, but say it a little more easy for me because I'm difficult. It's hard for to say clearly. So Steve, I don't know if you'd like to give me that again. Give me that one again, Steve, please. About the shack under the bridge with sticks found at the crime scene, coincidentally on owner's Facebook arranged weirdly. Come on, Steve, please. Please. Steve, I mean, a cricket day. It's right by Wilson Bridge. I've covered that many times. The tunnel or the cave, the tunnel or the cave or the culvert. It's at Wilson Bridge. I have videos of it. Answer to it is Weber's garage had sticks like at the crime scene right in it. Yes, true story. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, traffickers transport whatever product is being trafficked, including humans. Traffickers of drugs and humans often happens together, which is why truck drivers are involved in that sort of thing. Remember, go watch my train guy video in the members only, train guy, and listen closely and think about truckers transporting RVs. RVs are good, suitable for transporting humans. Real life Fantasyland was voted 12-0 in real life court. Make you not want to believe your eyes and ears. No, that's what I said. No one believes it. All right. All right. I feel Steve's screen smoking. He's typing furiously. Bridge guy, like the Ramsey ransom note, is super intriguing. It draws you to the case and is the first narrative put out to believe and deceive. Listen, my opinion on the Ramseys, all bullshit. All bullshit. Family murder. Family murder. All bullshit. Like, everything is bullshit because that murder happened in the home among the family. There's no boogeyman. It's not an outsider. And again, the prosecutor was corrupt. The detectives were corrupt. Everyone was paid off. It's a huge political conspiracy. They were high profile people. All right. What are the names of the women that called 911 about the scream? Taya Miller and Catherine Cole. It's the club that Diener was in, and I. Yeah, well, they may have been in a club. Look, listen. Remember when that girl said they would take young girls? Remember Jalen Rain saying they would take girls, blah blah blah, and they were young. They say it's complex and tentacles in there. Richard Allen. There's not one tentacle. There's zero complex. I mean, give me a fucking break. It's just like they said they were uh, reason to believe there's other actors. There are multiple perpetrators of blah 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 tentacles, blah blah blah, Shaq, blah 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 blah. Richard Allen. I think third party evidence should be admitted if every shred of it comes from law enforcement's own investigation. Yeah, yeah, me too. I think the sketches should have been admitted because it comes. I think I made that statement the last show. Anything that the investigation has produced over the entire time should be fair game for discovery. Law enforcement product, fair game. All right. Fig and the pelican assholes eating each other. So Fig gets implicated. He crawls up Fanny's robe. Now Gray is in the hot seat. He's throwing Fig under the bus. So now we're gonna have the Fig trolls versus the Gray freaks. Oh my god, you can't make this shit up. I told you guys, look, I told you last year, no, earlier in the year, before trial. I said, get your popcorn ready because 2025, it's going to be off the chain. Look, you guys are going to get an awesome, awesome Christmas present and an amazing January. So get your popcorn ready. We're gonna get to watch the fucking troll farm versus the freaks. And we'll be sitting back. What the fuck's going on here? It's chaos in these YouTube streets. Oh my god, dude. Were they watching a movie or making a movie? Ooh, whoa, shit. You guys are going, it's going left now. It's time to end. It's going left. Kathy Shank, you got Kathy Shank, who KMS appears to be Kathy Shank, and she's trying to blackmail the court and Dan Doolin to give up that reward money. I'll take the 250 grand now, and you could give me the rest later. That Kathy Shank. Okay. Kelsey is a poster child for why you don't do meth while pregnant. Now that's just out. That's just unnecessary. That is not nice. Don't look behind the curtain at the great Kelsey of Oz. Gamma. Okay. I'm sorry you're tired, bub, but you've been on freaking hilarious tonight on point. All right. I'm tired, man. I gotta go smack my lips and lick my lips. Go look at someone who's a fucking potential suspect. All right. Gag order lifts. Won't be long. Fuck around, find out. Mears' name was all over this case from the get-go. Everyone talking about Delphi was also talking about the Mears and the Mears barn. And how about the butcher shop? All right. Garrett Kurtz worked on Mears. He had access to the butcher shop. He had access to all of Ron Logan's property. You would also assume he had free reign anywhere in there. And you do realize he's my number one suspect, right? That's how you get sniped on out of my chat, young lady. So you're permanently gone. All right. Christine S., investigation consultant. I hope you come back and join Prof with any information you're able to share. All right. Faith Ross, thank you for the super chat. Because Fair Maiden Wins told me not to give you money. Oh, I should have left her here. Why did I delete that troll? I should have left that troll in the house. She's making me money. Thank you. $20 because of Fair Maiden Wins smart mouth. How many people in Delphi are connected to Arizona? Then again, what do I know? Yeah, how many other things connected to the Delphi murders are connected to Arizona? Thank you, Faith Ross, and thank you, Kiki. Super sticker. $5 Canadian super sticker. Thank you. Christine, I'm going to kiss your butt now. What? Digital stop. I agree. Ramses were the ones. Something happened in that household. Wait, you got another channel with more info on it? Damn, I'm slow. Damn, I didn't know this. I'm going to check it out too. Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. Yes, all the videos are the same, but the community pages are different. So let me make that public service announcement. 2 channels I have. Yes. All the videos are the same. So don't worry about the videos. But both community pages are absolutely different. And you should probably check out both community pages if you're interested in that sort of thing. Prof, you have a good memory. Of what? But you're correct, I do. Good old nasty Nancy was all about looking at the family of the Ramses. But now it's disgusting to do so. No, it's very clear. It's very clear. If you look at Ramses, at Jean Bonnet, you'll realize that something happened in that household. And then they staged the scene. They broke the window to make it look like there was an intruder and wrote a note. Usually, when I give some money or donate to a YouTuber, the moderators usually say thanks. Yes, did something happen? Did no one say thanks when you? Prof, didn't your chat with AI say Kelsey received a message and description from Libby? Yes, from the bridge that was integral in the audio and video recreations. Yes. Yeah, go watch. I mean, go look at that. That community post with Chat GPT. I believe it's probably spot on. I can go on and on for days, but I'll stop so you can rest. So kind of care about everyone's comments. Now I feel bad I've been chatty all night. It's just because my throat is all had an allergy the past week. At this point, fuck off Fair Maiden wins. I'll say it. Bye, Felicia. Well, she's gone. I finally, after 6 months of putting up with her, I sniped her. How the hell could a beer-bellied pool league guy wrangle 2 vibrant teens, parade down the hill at gunpoint midday, brutally stab the girls, lift trees to put on them? It's not even humanly built. Yeah, it's all a fucking fantasy world. I didn't see it either. I'm sorry, Plain Iron wins if you got upset about something. No, Plain Iron. Plain Iron wins. The other day, well, I told you personally, I said thank you to you the other day. I remember that. I do remember saying thank you to you. Maybe if you go back and watch it, you'll see. You might maybe you left before I thanked you. Mm. Okay. All right. Prof, you need to go for some kind of record for not blinking for long periods of time. What? Do I not blink? Okay. Don't be fooled about the gag order. This is just them buying time to arrange who they will have come forward to talk. Be vigilant and skeptical. Yes, I was going to say that too. I was going to say that first juror who comes forward, don't fucking believe what they're coming, or don't even believe that they're a juror, because I guarantee you there's going to be some fuckery. There will. So just keep your enthusiasm to a minimum. Okay. I haven't seen any of the super stickers Prof put on screen. Matter of fact, looking back, I don't see any. Remember, I have two channels, so there's two going at the same time. Ooh, wish I found this channel years ago, says Super Psyched. I'll stop watching anything for months at a time as there's the same all info all over and over and over on other channels. I recognize a lot of the games names you guys discuss. Yeah, because you're probably watching the troll farm. They just spin the same old narrative over and over and over and over and over, and it's bullshit. It's a PR campaign, probably funded by the family. They are a zero, literally. Yep. And the Abbey is fake, allegedly. Okay. All right, y'all. So everyone take a minute, go like the live. Please do, please do, please do. Yes, as you see, I've now caught up with all of you. I love you so much. Thanks for listening, um, and being here also. And it, for supporting the channel. Let's see, whoever donated. We had Marnie, Dennis, Faith, Tammy, Teresa, Niobe, Matt, Faith, Kiki. So thank you to everyone for supporting the channel and for chatting. And those of you on the replay, please, please be aware. I love the comment section. So as you're watching your replay, now that we're at the end, uh, just please leave a few comments or leave me your opinion or whatever, whatever, whatever. And also check out all the other videos on the channel. There's so much here. Like I was saying earlier, we've got the timeline videos. We've got the truth about Delphi videos. We've got a whole series on the deep dive into the Frank's memorandum. Those are really good. Um, just so much in the past couple years for you to go explore. Plus, I have all the little videos that I made, like about the earrings and this and that and the other. So please check it out. Marianne Foster says, "Get some rest, Prof. I'm your mother in chat. This has been a great experience. Thank you, Mom. You're my chat mom. Thank you. Thank you. Love the channel. Thanks, CAA. Yeah, but I'm saying now it's kind of a lull. It is a bit of a lull, but just get ready because December, January, March, they're all coming and it's going to get good. Okay? So just keep doing what you do. Most important thing is that we keep talking. And again, I made sure to name this show Why No One Believes the Delphi Verdict. The reason is it's true. No one believes the verdict. Hopefully, you got some things to think about along those lines tonight. And the bad thing in this entire situation for these people is that tens of thousands have come in to this arena suddenly. Tens of thousands. Which is why we say the world is watching. All the new people, they can quickly get in here and see where things are. People don't like the fact that the judge tried to hide everything from them, from the public. All right. So, That's what we're dealing with. And remember, even the lawyers could not believe the shit that's been going down. Remember, they couldn't believe everything the judge has done. Even the lawyers are like, what? The lawyers who went and sat in the trial, they couldn't believe the things that the ISP were saying and that the judge and the prosecutor were doing. Like, there's been a whole lot of attorneys say, what the heck? It's not just the nuts here on YouTube, right? All right, so good night, all of you. Good night, all of you. And those of you around the world, good morning to you and everything. And on the replay, whatever time it is, thanks for being here. Love hearing from you. So enjoy the show. All right. All right, so I'm out of here. We're in Mercury retrograde now. Well, and with that being said, I'll leave it out on that because that's a good one to meditate on before we get out of here. We're in Mercury retrograde now. So consider that. And I'll see you next time.